Weather coverage you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna and the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
Well, a sunny day has transitioned into a mostly clear night, but the clouds are on the way as we go through the next several hours. The storms are on the way later this week into this weekend. That's what I'm going to be tracking for you coming up, but I wanted to give you an idea of where we are right now. Temperatures all in the mid-30s, and it is a clear sky across the Wave 31 Thompson Roofing and Construction Skycam network. We're at 36 in Huntsville, 34 in Decatur, 35 in Muscle Shoals, 36 in Guntersville. It's not going to be getting much colder than where we are right now. The Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network showing that quiet picture, but as we start to go through the rest of tonight, notice how the clouds are on the increase. They're just off to the west right now, 34 degrees between 1 and 3. By 5, we are back up to 35. Interestingly enough, temperatures start climbing before sunrise, and that's because the wind starts shifting later tonight. So watch future radar through the rest of tonight into tomorrow morning. We wake up to a gray sky by 6 a.m. As we go through your Thursday, the clouds try and break here and there, but generally speaking, it is going to be a little bit grayer than today. By a little bit, I mean a lot. By the time we get into tomorrow evening, notice that this data source is showing a couple of showers here and there. Many of us will have a dry drive home from work and school, but it would not be impossible to see a sprinkle. But there are better rain chances overnight. Scattered showers start to take hold here Thursday night into early Friday morning. We will keep those through the first half of the day on Friday. A warm front's going to lift northward by noon. It looks like we catch a little bit of a break, but we're going to have enough energy in the atmosphere to get a few thunderstorms, and we'll have to keep an eye on those to watch those for potentially turning severe as well. But the main severe threat, again, is late Friday, early Saturday. Bus stop forecast tomorrow looks like this: 38 degrees heading off to school, coming home from school. Our temperatures back into the lower 60s. Still mostly cloudy. You'll need the heavier jackets in the morning. You might not want them by the afternoon. You certainly won't need them by Friday, but you will need the umbrellas again. And by the time we get into Friday night, this is that severe threat that we've been talking so much about the past several days. We now have this outlined risk from the Storm Prediction Center. The threat is higher farther west. It's centered farther west, but notice how we see that threat dropping as we go farther east here out into portions of northeast Alabama. I do expect the Storm Prediction Center to extend this isolated threat for severe storms at 1 out of 5 to include the rest of North Alabama. And that's because the cutoff time for this is 6 a.m. We'll still have storms ongoing at that point in time. So let's go ahead and walk you through what we're expecting out of this. Our next storm chance here again really sets up late Friday night, early Saturday with the passage of this cold front. It's starting to move into the shoals before sunrise Saturday. This is now stopped at 6 a.m. We'll already have storms in the shoals at this point. The risk for damaging straight line winds, a few tornadoes embedded within this line. That's going to be possible as well. Those spin up type tornadoes, and then also heavy rain is going to come along with these storms. That line is right along the I-65 corridor by mid-morning. It continues to track eastward. For the most part, that severe threat takes a drop after noon, and then it's much drier, much quieter as we close out the weekend. Look at the kind of wind that we're expecting out of this as we get into Friday night ahead of this cold front. Wind mainly out of the south, at times gusting 30 to 35 miles per hour. I've at times seen gusts closer to 40 in our data sources, so that's something else to watch for ahead of this front. 7-day forecast shows us that 60% chance for scattered showers, a few thunderstorms. Some can be strong on Friday, the severe threat Saturday morning, and then as we get into Sunday behind that cold front, we'll wake up to temperatures near freezing. Highs only making it to the mid-50s.